Hello everyone, and welcome to One Stitch at a Time. I'm your host, Michael, also known as Punk Rock Knitter on Ravelry. There's good discussing what even. Gonna make it a little conclusion. It is currently 9/16, or September 16th, 2014. It is 8:21 in the morning. Yeah, I'm recording. I said I would record on Wednesday morning because I have a client 10 to 12, and then I would come home and record and then go to school. But I think Tuesday mornings might be better because Russ gets up early and I tend to wake up too. I'm working 11-hour shift at my internship on yesterday, but still, like, I woke up and I was like, I'm awake. I can do some knitting. So, boy, if I got a lot to show you. Let me grab this real quick. Sorry. Mention, but I just had to grab the other project. And so I thought doing it now would be better than the little show. So, some news. Like I said, Les's birthday was this weekend, so I gave him his blanket. He loved it. He slept with it last night. It was chilly here. We're in Illinois, northern Illinois, so it's getting chilly out, and our bedroom gets cold. So he's like, I'm bringing the blanket. I want to cuddle with it. So he slept with it, and then I had my blanket. Actually, it's kind of funny. We have separate blankets because I think we're both blanket hogs. A cover hog. Sorry. Cover hogs, so we have our own blanket. I think it's just so we don't. Somehow we just did that. Like, I think it was, he was really hot, so he had like a lighter blanket, and I had a heavier blanket, so I tend to get cold easily at night. And then it just kind of got that way, and I think it's nice because we are both cover hogs. And we're like, girl. So now we're like, unconventional fifties. You know, not separate beds, separate blankets. Straight, okay, so we're unconventional 50s couples. Couples in the 50s. And we don't sit people and put on the ground because it's 50 comfortable. I don't know how people did that. I mean, and what if when you're asleep you put your foot in your bed with getting home? But anyway, he loves it. He put a picture on Facebook. I have 3 people who have messaged me saying, can I get a blanket like that? Can you make me one? And I've said, you're going to have to wait till after Christmas. Because I have Christmas to make. And a lot of the people are people I know, so I'm like, hey, they're doing something for Christmas, so I just wait and be patient. So that's done. He loves it. Everyone loves it. Actually, I'm really glad that he posted it on Facebook because when Christmas is over, I want to try to get the knitting piles up in business after Christmas is a really good idea because A, you'll still have baby showering us because a lot of people have babies in spring. It's still cool or cold in January, February, March, a little bit of April. And then people might be like, you know what, you knit it now, and I'll just send it for Christmas, or I want this, or socks. I mean, people always want socks. So, at least I do. I can have socks till Kingdom Come, so. That's really kind of cool. So it shows that people actually, I think it took something so big and massive that, and if you want to see it, it's on Ravelry, there's a picture I posted. Queen size blanket, I think when people saw that, they were like, wow, it's not just a hat. You can do this huge project, and it looks amazing. So, steps for that. So what am I working on? Well, first off, I have a finished project. My sister's first pair of socks with a rip. This is out of Deborah Norville's Serenity sock. And some editors because I still like these 2 editors. And interesting ones. Okay, well, they're socks. You know what they are. But just for basic, it's the plain and simple midweight stock pattern. I love that stock pattern. That is my go-to stock pattern. I use 64 stitches. I think if I knit something for my dad, I would get the larger size, but I just love it. It's so simple. It's a short row heel, which I just like it. I know how to do it. I figured it out, but I think that's the other reason. I did it by myself. I bought the pattern, and I did the cast on, and did the leg, and then I was like, I'm thinking, I'm like, okay. And I just figured it out by myself, and I did it. And I mean, my first pair of socks were a little wonky, but it was in the heel. And I'm learning things. Normally what I do is, for the heel, I do the yarn, like I go from the other side, like hand. But I didn't for this one, because I forgot, so I didn't on the other one. The ladder's on the second one. So the ladders are not that bad, like both. The heel gusset, there's a little hole in it, I don't know why. I took some thread and I tightened it because there was a big hole. There isn't really one now. And I don't know if still my tension is just loose, like I'm knitting looser. So, but I'm sticking with size. I always do on size 2 more over me. There's a pair I'm making for myself, which I'm not going to show you today because I haven't worked on them. But they're on size 1.5, and I did the next size up, so I did like 72 stitches into the pattern. I cabled, so I figured it's tighter, so that's going to be my test. If it's really baggy, then I'll know to go back to 64. If the ladders are not there, though, I will know to go down the needle length and stay with the 64 cast on. So I think that's partly why I haven't worked on them. They're a cable stock pattern. It's the Woodland stock and the magical hair enchanted knits or something like that. I haven't worked on them because I'm trying to get my sister's birthday gift done. I have one pair done. I'm on the second pair. The second reason is it's not that mindless. I love the yarn. It's my yarn in the hair of elsewhere. It's amazing to work with. I love the cable pattern. It's fun. It's not mindless. So you have to vote. Well, there's a chart, and then there's a broken rib, and so you kind of have to make it. So that's the other thing. I really just don't want to be paying attention to it, but I want to do the stocks. So it's just kind of a good time. When I want to work on them, I plan on myself. They're going to be my traveling knitting too, with the socks. So the next thing I've worked on is my sister's second pair of socks. We haven't even seen the yarn. I think I showed you actually I don't think I had it last post. I got the yarn, fiber knits, self-striping in the Autumn Harvest colorway. I'm doing the vanilla bean pattern. And what it looks like. I'm done with the cuff, done with the heel flap, the heel turns, the gussets. Now I'm just starting to put. And I love this pattern. A few things I did modified. I did what's called like a reverse rib or something. Instead of knitting, I saw it on a different pattern, but instead of knitting the knit stitches to the front loop, you knit to the back, and I feel like it makes the rib tighter because you're knitting to the back. The only thing is, I feel like my ladders though are bigger on the top. But I mean that's fine. And self-striping, and I don't have a ball winder, so I had to wind it by hand. So the downfall is when you get to the heel, a lot of times what you can do is you do the cuff, and you stop, you pick up the other end, you do the heel, so you can have matching socks. But I'm smart. First off, what I like about this yarn, or the pattern, is it just goes fast. Because it's a free pattern on Ravelry, it's the Vanilla Bead pattern. Just a slip stitch, and it just makes it go by so fast. And I think with this color, it kind of makes you think of like foliage with the green and the way it is. It kind of, I don't know, it just is amazing. I love how this is turning out. And knitting with it is amazing. It's her Harvey's colorway. I forget the percentage, and I don't know where the ball band is, but it's fingering weight, and it's her bedazzled base. It's merino, nylon, and Selena. This is sparkles. You can kind of see the sparkles on the screen. Yeah, see how it shimmers? I think it's just amazing. So I'm just, yeah, I think it was written for toe up, and it was written for, I think, magic loop. But basically you can easily do it on double points. I think the trick is that if you do a double point, usually, okay, the pattern goes on the top of the foot, the instep, the top of the foot, but not the bottom, because it's a slip stitch, so you don't want to snag. So when you're doing double points, all your instep is on one needle. So the only problem I had, but I figured it out, was you do the pattern when you change colors. So every color change, you start the pattern. And I was like, well, what do I do if I'm in the middle of the instep? Because you only do it for the instep. You wouldn't do it around the foot, so you would continue. So what I did was I was like, well, you started on the instep, get to the end of the needle, then knit the heel and foot to the bottom of the foot, stockinette, and then start up the pattern again, and then on the beginning of the instep needle and meet to where you started. And then when you meet there, you can do it like 18 patterns. So I just figured it out. And I was like, you know what, and it works. So far it works. The only thing I don't know, it probably doesn't. Just because it is a pattern, I'm just worried that my instep is going to be shorter than the heel. Like, I feel like that could be pulling right now. But I feel like because it's tighter, that the heel is longer than the instep. So I don't know. And also at the beginning of the foot, so I just finished it up, so that could be another comment. So we'll see. I'm figuring it out. Obviously you can do it, because it wouldn't be a pattern out there if you couldn't. Good stuff. I did this like 2 days. I mean, you just go it's self-striping, so you want to get the next color, and the pattern is just kind of a nice breakup from the plain old knitting, so it's nice. It's really great. And adaptable. It's like I said, it's just with the color change. So you kind of need it for self-striping. There is a Vanilla Bead Latte, or Vanilla Latte sock, and it's a slip stitch pattern, and you can do it, I think, on stockinette, or on variegated self-striping plain, because you'll see more of the pattern. It will be more noticeable than if you were to do this on just plain. It wouldn't be that kind of stuff. The stripes are what breaks it up. So I love that. Great pattern, great yarn. And it's nice to knit with, because I've been knitting with acrylic mainly. With this blanket with acrylic, it's very top. I think it's acrylic. Yep, 100% acrylic. Not that I'm a stop, but it's just nice knit with something of, I don't want to say high quality, but more luxurious. And I mean, merino and nylon are not that luxurious. I mean, with cashmere and there's cashmere silk and stuff. So I mean, compared to acrylic, it's really nice. It just flows. So that's your second sock that I worked on, and then this is gonna be hard to show because I don't know how to do it. I finished the first sleeve, and I attached it to the sweater. In its back, here's the sleeve. Here's where I will be apparently grafting a big hole together. It's said to do 8 inches of a long tail. I did 11. 8 seems really short, and this still seems really short. So worst comes to worst, I make a knot. I'll figure it out. But it seemed it was really short, so I made it a little longer for when I graft. But then again, it could be not that needed. The sleeve is done. You can see the pattern. Did my first provisional cast on. I was in a belligerent rage watching it. And I didn't for this because I was like, well, it's flat. Like, it's for a 4-year-old and she's, for a 4-year-old and she's 2. So if it's a little big or a little small, it won't really matter. But it's important because you cast on a certain number for the sleeve, and you do increases along the way. You're supposed to get a certain number at, and estimated percentages, to get a certain number of stitches. I had to fudge it because I would have been 2 stitches short. No big deal, because it's not, like, size-wise, 2 stitches. But, I mean, that's not gonna, like, her arm is still gonna fit in. It's not gonna be, like, a stunt problem, but you have to match up because you're grafting, and you're doing a pattern, so you have to get that certain amount of stitches to complete the pattern, match up. So I just, in the middle, I realized that there was like a 9 or 8.5 inches, and I was 4 stitches short of where I should be, and I realized I could only get 1 more increase row in, which would be 2 stitches. So I was like, I will just make an increase in the middle of it, and I did, and so, yeah. And I mean, even if her sleeve's a little long, it's okay. She likes to wear coats around the house, and my sister is driving her nuts. So actually, I'm thinking of getting them for Christmas because it will save her. Because it's not going to have buttons, it's not going to have reverse. Throw it on, throw it off, do whatever she wants, and walk around with it. I have to cast on the second sleeve, and so I'm in the middle of the pattern because I'm in the middle of the joint. So I only have 1 pair of size 5 needles, double point. I didn't feel like buying them, so I figured I will attach the sleeve, just make sure that it's all down here so it doesn't fly off the needles, do the second sleeve, and then continue the pattern, and then join when I have to. So I have to cast on, do a provisional cast on, I think, and then waiting on that because, not that I have to concentrate when doing the provisional because it's still new to me, and so I haven't really had time to concentrate. So when I'm at a place where I can shut out the world, I will do the provisional. So that's that. But gauge is, I've learned my lesson, and they always say, you know, swatch for your first sweater, you'll learn. And I did. Probably because it's not in the fact that it's going to be too big or too small. Which, I enjoy the sleeves, so I can't really do that. I was going to say I would make it a little bit longer, but I'm sure it's fine. For a 4-year-old, I'm sure I'll look good. So yeah, those are my projects. I've been getting on my wool socks. I think I had like one more pair or something. Like all of them. And this was like, those were mine. You look to me, I'm like, yeah. We're sharing. She's like, whatever. I was like, I need it. Socks. Those were there. So that's out. I have my scarf. I might, depending on how cool it is, just wear it with the jacket. Really cool. And I love it. I love fall and the cooler weather and kind of knit. I can wear my items. And I remember like, I don't care. I'm warm. Oh, this is kind of cool. I bought this sweater, and actually now I want to like make it because I love it so much. It's just a simple sweater at Gap, and I had like these coupons. Kind of started for like $2. $52, like $2. It's a coupon. I'm kind of happy about that. That's a nice thing. But oh, I had it sitting right here, and I was working on it. A new thing. So, back to the blanket story. My sleep's sleeping with this blanket. Well, I had a fleece blanket that was mine, but I chose to sleep with. It's not like he's like, here, this, you can't fix it. The one I generally sleep with. And it was getting cold, and he, in the middle of the night, must have grabbed the quilt. So he had his blanket and the quilt. And I had that. It was cool. Like, I can't make it. So I'm just doing a simple chevron. Oops. I just cast on. I did like 2 rows, so there's not much to see. And I'm going to do it out of what's left of my yarn. Like that. So I have white, black, green, blue. And I don't have a lot of green, so it's going to be the last color to go on. So it's going to be, it's like a 5, it's like a free pattern. I'm doing 20 rows, and then switching colors, so it'll be the last color, so at least then I can keep around the ones that I have more of. So it's going to be like what I have. Actually, I probably should start with black, because I have the most black, but I mean, whatever. If it's not long enough. I doubled it as a baby blanket pattern, so I doubled the cast. And at first, after I did it, I was like, I could purl all these stitches on the back. But when you're doing, I think, a chevron pattern, like when you're doing a pattern in the knit, you have to row, you have to concentrate on, not have to like concentrate on it, but I mean, I have to make sure I'm counting. I mean, it's pretty obvious where the decreases in cast on, or decreases in yarn overs are, but still the count. So having a row where I can just sit, even if I'm purling, and it takes a while, it gives me downtime. It's a great pattern, and it's free and it's simple. So, well, that's my show. These are actually getting longer too. More. I feel like I have more. I have to create shows because I don't. Oh, and yeah, carrying for the chevron. I'm size 9. Oh, the needles. I'm using wood needles. I generally like metal, but for bigger projects I like wood. And for some reason, with this chevron pattern, wooden needles just flow. These are the bamboo kind you get at Joann. I was thinking, like, if I got a size 9 or 5, or 5 good. Maybe it's like, So fun. And metal is nice, um, but sometimes wood is more relaxing. I don't know why. Maybe because it's grippier, but it also still slides. It's smooth, but it's slippery. But for the chevron, I never like the difference. Plus, I'm up at the other side, usually with horse and you go like 7 or 8 from the difference. Not a big difference, but it's a difference. So, yeah. Oh, that was one thing I came out, I realized, I think subconsciously I like moving blankets because I have not stopped doing it. I knit my nephew's baby blanket a while back. Right after that, basically, I started casting on for. No, then I was working on this other blanket which was cast off and then I cast off for my niece's baby blanket. After that, I cast off for Russ's blanket. And now I'm casting on for a blanket for my kid. Like, this scarves take forever, but as much as I say I hate getting on them, it's avoid it easily. But I cast on because I want to do a scarf. I bought that stuff for half and I'm thinking about making it a scarf because it's just very variegated. And I don't know. Sort of fat. And I not because it might be a different dialogue. I have to figure that out. I'm waiting on it. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go, so I will see you guys later. Have a good one.